There's Buddy. There's a Buddy dog. I know. He blends in with the shadows. And we are in Babylon. Actually, like the worst Babylon you could be in. Where are we?
We're in Lost fucking Angels.
We're in Lost Angels. Yeah, we're in the Babylon of Babylons. Alaska, bro, I probably should have swung by and visited you, but I woke up in slabs this morning and left. I was just there for one night and dropped off some shit, went and saw some people, and then bounced out of there. And now I'm in Los Angeles. Where you at? What you doing? So, Caveman and I are in LA because he had to pick up some stuff from here where we're at, and tomorrow we are driving to Phoenix because I am buying. I'm buying a new house. I'm buying a new van. I've traveled a lot of different ways over the years. I started out in a van, and then I switched to a gas motorhome. Then I had a 40-foot diesel pusher motorhome, and then I had a Honda Civic for a while I traveled in, and then now I'm in a truck and a trailer, right? Like you guys know my pickup. But tomorrow I'm kind of gonna be switching it up and going back to my roots and getting a van and doing the van life thing again. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. But yo, we're in this house in Babylon. I'm gonna show you all this shit. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Oh, that's not it. Let's just zoom in on me a little more. There we go. All right. This is what Babylonians call a living room, and I guess this is where they live, right? Like it's where they live. If they go into any other room, they're no longer living, I suppose. They're bathing or bedding. Let's see. Where should I show you all first? Let's show you the green room, since this is where I am staying. Yo. This is my room for the next couple of days. It's pretty dope. Got some of my camera equipment there. And then we also got a purple room. And we got a gray room. So this is actually the house of Caveman's brother. This is his family's house, brother's house. And yeah, it's really nice. And his brother was awesome enough to let us. Alaska says Caveman looks out of place. Like it's true, you do. You look like some guy like found you on the side of the road. And they're like, hey man, do you need a job? Because you can come crash in my house if you need to.
Yep.
But yeah, it was pretty cool of his brother to let us post up here while we work out some logistical details that we've been struggling with. But I think we've figured out our logistics. Tomorrow I'll be going to Phoenix and picking up a van. I'll probably hopefully be live streaming that to you guys. You know, like maybe not picking it up, but maybe shortly after. Because there's like some paperwork and shit I'm gonna have to take care of. And we're in California. We're in a legal state. And we're running a bit low. I got the corner bag left. So if anyone wants to like sponsor a joint or something, like Caveman and I'd both be stoked. Now let me catch up on comments. I got a lot of you in here already. What's up, Cole? What's up, Sarah? Sergio, my bro, new fan from Houston, Texas. That's badass. Houston's a cool town, actually. Like, as far as Texas goes, Houston's one of those ones that's like, I could probably suffer Houston. Maybe Austin, too. Austin's not a bad town, either. I probably like Austin a little bit more. Caveman and I are gonna go. Whoa, almost died. We're gonna go burn one. We can't smoke inside because it's 2022. But yeah, we're in Babylon. We are in the heart of it. Alaska, getting pizza at Donut Avenue in Cashapp. Sweet. Hey, Kitty, how you doing? I just chatted with you the other day. Hi, Crystal. Hell yeah, Cole, you're looking for one still? My buddy who is selling his bus, like, now he's apparently hanging on to his bus just in case he decides he wants to keep it. So, yeah, otherwise I would have bought that shit. Hey, Caveman. Sarah says hi. Crystal says hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Just packing a bowl.
Just packing the boat. Van is the way to go, Zig. You can hook them up with propane refrigerator. Awesome home on wheels. Actually, yeah, Jamaica, this particular van already has, it's an RV. It's a Class B RV, so it has propane. It has a sink. It needs a couple of things to be improved TLC, but the motor's been completely rebuilt. The transmission's been completely rebuilt. They're both under warranty. So the vehicle I'm getting is like, dude, I got a killer fucking deal on it too, which I would have to have a killer deal to be able to afford this thing, but it's pretty nice. Let's see. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Hey, what's up, Erickson? My dude shaved. Yeah, I did shave a little bit, didn't I? Maybe took a little too much off the top. It'll grow back in about 4 fucking years because I can't grow a beard. You look younger. Hey, thanks. That's good. Hey, Amanda. Amanda says hi. Dave Lowe. Hey, Dave. Where's the dog? So I do have Zag with me, and we have Buddy with me, but Miles stayed in New Mexico for this trip because he's just a handful, and we actually drove down here with 5 animals in the truck. We had 4 dogs, Buddy and Zag, plus 2 others, and we had a cat that we were transporting back to Slabs for a friend. So we went to Slabs yesterday. We drove all fucking day. It was like 16 hours we were on the road. Pulled into Slabs at like 9 o'clock. Stayed the night. And the next morning, this morning, actually, we woke up and drove to LA. I've actually gotten like 4 or 5 hours of sleep in the last fucking 2 days. We're still on the whole thing?
Over. No, I mean, to the camera.
Oh, dude, that's a good idea. Yo.
Then you can smoke weed.
Yo, that's a good idea. Caveman just saved me. Check this out. Check this out. Let's get this set up. Yeah. Yeah. Work those thumbs. Hit that like button. Dave's right. Y'all go hit that like button. That'd be dope. Nemo's in San Clemente. How far away is that?
I don't know.
How far away is San Clemente from Los Angeles? Hey.
That's Central California, right? Nemo.
Hey, I love you too, Erickson. You guys, for those of you who don't know, that guy Jeff Erickson in the chat is somebody I actually served with. I was in the Army with him as a little old E2. I was probably an E2 when we met, a private. Hey, Casey. Yeah, Joyce, I'm in LA. I'm in law. What's up, Darren? Casey, I miss you. You miss me. You just saw me this morning. I took you to school, kiddo. But yeah, I miss you too. Oh. Dude, it's such a long drive. Can you see Caveman in there too? Do I gotta fix it?
Buddy, please. Come on.
There we go. Howdy. Sirs, I missed you, your 2 faces. Oh, we missed you guys too.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone say hi. There's a couple of people in here with channels. Nemo has a channel. Alaska has a channel. Those are, I mean, both people I know personally too, so give their channels a look at. Joy's a Sorrow. I don't know him personally. Do I know you personally, Joyce? But I know that you, like, we've probably met in passing a few times. But you have a channel too, I think.
How far is San Clemente, Nemo? I don't have my phone.
I don't have my phone either. We're absolutely using it. I've never met this guy in my life. Yeah, you have. But you just hated it. Oh, man. How much sleep did you get last night?
Like 2 hours-ish, 3 maybe.
We got to Slabs last night, and it was fucking hotter in Slabs than it was at Nomad's Nest.
All season.
And it was
All
hotter.
summer.
It was hotter in Slabs at nighttime than it has been at Nomad's Nest all summer.
Yeah.
So sleeping was kind of difficult. There were flies woke me up because there's a lot of flies in Slabs.
They wake up early because it's so warm.
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as there's light coming over the hill, it starts getting hot.
Yep. 36 miles. Mother's Beach, Long Beach. Mother's Beach. I know where Long Beach is. 36 miles, so that's you're like an hour and a half from us probably.
36 miles.
Depends on which direction. 36 miles.
Yeah, 36 miles in the city. That could take you fucking 4 days.
It's about 2 hours to Long Beach, so.
No, I was just looking. It's like an hour and a half, I guess, depending on traffic. Yeah.
I would say 2 hours, but yeah, I used to do that fucking drive constantly.
Hopefully, I'll be doing that drive soon in my van, which I'm pretty stoked about transitioning to.
Where's the van's maiden voyage? I mean, besides here to LA and
Back to Nomad's Nest.
After we leave Nomad's Nest again.
Alright, the maiden voyage, we'll call that, the maiden voyage will be when I leave Nomad's Nest. And I have no fucking idea where I'm going first.
Yeah.
Probably somewhere around Phoenix, because I gotta work on my VA stuff. Maybe around Havasu, I don't know. Where do you guys think I should go when winter finally comes? I-5 is the worst.
You're not from here, are you? Because you called it I-5. Here in LA, people just say the 5.
The 5.
Like
no,
it's
yeah, the
its own
5.
person. It's
Dude,
interesting, though.
Dude, I've lived next
It's like the only place that does that.
It is.
Yeah.
California is like, oh, you're going to take the 101 to the 110 to the 17 to the... Like,
Because we spend
fuck?
half our lives on those freeways stuck in traffic.
The 5, yeah. I call it I-5, and I've lived near I-5, like, majority of my adult life.
You were born around here, but then
I was born right down the road from here, actually.
But then you grew up in Oregon. So
but then I grew up in Oregon, and we don't call it the 5, because there's only one interstate in Oregon. Well, 2 interstates in Oregon. There's actually only 2. There's the 84 and then the 5, and that's it. That's all our interstates.
101 doesn't go all the way?
101's not interstate. It's a highway. Yeah. It's experiencing the 5. Yeah, that was Nemo's last strip club experience.
We got some great footage of traffic.
Yeah, we got some footage of Babylon.
Yeah. We got some footage of some shit near Slabs, or Imperial was on fire. There was a bunch of firefighters going out to like a field. It looks like a crop field caught fire.
It was like Indio. It was right north of Slabs, north of Bombay Beach. Before Palm Springs, in the town of Indio, there was this big fire on the side of the road.
Yep.
You know how much, how big that footage was that you took? That like 2-minute footage? Since I had that on like high definition, 60 frames a second, it was like 2 gigs of video just in that like 2-minute shot. Just super high resolution. So we got 27 people here. Y'all hit me the like button. Did you hear about the shooting in Bendy, Crystal? Yes, I did. I've been reading all of it. Thankfully, and I mean, unfortunately, people did die because of this, but thankfully it wasn't anybody I knew, which I was kind of worried about because I know a lot of people in that area, and I know people who live in the apartment building right behind Safeway. But for those of you who don't know, there was a shooting in Bend, Oregon at a Safeway. That's where I'm from. That's where I grew up. In fact, my school was right down the road. Mountain View High School was right down the road from Safeway. And apparently the shooter wanted to hit the high school, but he didn't want to wait for school to start. So he ended up hitting Safeway instead. He killed 2 people and then he killed himself. And he wounded 1 other person. So yeah, that's been like in a town like Bend, that doesn't happen. There's not like shootings, there's not like murders. It's not very common. So the fact that I don't know, it's just kind of mind blowing that kind of stuff hit so close to home. Like the kid was planning on shooting up my high school, like the school I went to, one of the high schools I went to. And he killed 2 people and then he took his own life. So 20 years old. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy to think about how close to home that was. I have friends of mine that live in that apartment right there, and they were posting, all over. I have friends of mine that work at Costco right next to Safeway, and they're showing me pictures of some of the rounds that went into Costco and hit their inventory. I know it's dark out here. Caveman's trying to fix the lighting right now. You caught us right at dusk. Oh my god. Clearly I'm not in movies because they're used to having lights like in their face all the time. But you guys got me for a little bit. What are we smoking on? I honestly have no idea what strain. Yeah, I don't know what strain I'm smoking on because it's the tail end of our bags and we're running a little bit low. So all my links are in the description of this video. If anyone wants to sponsor a joint, Dave Lowe, I think, just put my links in there too. So that would be pretty dope. We can go pick up a joint. Yep. Or some more weed.
Might be closed tonight.
Do things close in LA? It's Los Angeles, for fuck's sake. There's got to be a 24-hour dispensary.
No, definitely.
Dude, today I went into the bathroom and opened the valve on the sink and just water came out.
Yeah, I think it's hot too.
It was hot. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like I've never seen that in nature before.
Yeah. They have these weird things that hang out of the wall, and you sit under them, and they just wash.
Oh, the rain room. Yeah, the rain room. You can actually make rain inside of your house, and then you get to stand in it. It's not even cold. It's hot, and then you get to use Soap? You do Soap and wash off your protective layer. That was pretty cool too. Yeah. But now I got no protective layer.
I feel naked.
And I've got no hair. Yeah, you shave too, though. No one's even mentioned that.
It's already growing back.
Is it daylight there now? No, it's like dusk. We're right at the tail end. Like the sun's already set, but it's still light over the horizon.
We got a construction light that's extremely bright going on.
Yeah, as soon as you shined it at me, I almost died.
Where is it?
I don't know. Where are we? We are the imposters. This is Derek and I'm Jimmy. It's very good to meet you guys. We got cleaned up for Babylon because Babylon couldn't handle us otherwise. Yeah. So I'm actually buying this van from a cop. Tell him about that conversation you had with it. Well, I was test driving the van, and the guy that was selling it hung out with Caveman while I was test driving it.
Yeah, the guy that owned it, or I guess his daughter owned it, and the other guy was selling it for him or whatever, and he took Zig on the test drive. And so the cop's hanging out, and he was just like, first he looks at my pants, and he's like, "You're a welder by trade, aren't you?" And I was like, "What? No, I mean I weld, but yeah, not by trade. That's not like my job." And he's like, "Those look like welding pants." And I was like, "Well, they're not. They're just old pants.
They're just old patches."
Yeah. And so then we get to talking more, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just homeless. I ride trains and stuff like that." And he's like, "Oh man, I was a train cop for a little bit." We just watched you try to bust hobos and like tweakers trying to rob our trains. And then he said sometimes he would get on the fucking train and ride around the city, like just one way, like there and back. I don't know, switch trains, just keep going by the fucking railroad crossings with the fucking
ding, ding,
yeah,
ding, ding,
that
ding,
shit.
Ding.
And he would just radio in if people went around those barriers. So he's just like fucking riding a train, narking on people. It was fucking ridiculous.
Good
and
job,
he was
bro.
like
You're
super proud of it. And I was just like, oh god. And I just kept cussing and talking about illegal shit. And he was just like really uncomfortable. It was fun.
Well, yeah, I hop trains and I ditch the train cops all the time.
Yeah. It's like, it's not exactly legal, but who gives a fuck, right?
It's just a trespassing
He's just
charge.
like, yeah.
Good night, Nemo. Yeah, this is probably one of the latest live streams I've ever done. You guys will have me for like probably about an hour, maybe a little less, because I am fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
Probably like 4 hours of sleep in the last 2 days. We woke up super early yesterday, at like 4 a.m., 3 a.m. and drove for 16 hours. We made it to Slabs in one day, and that's even stopping in Phoenix to test drive the van.
Yep.
And then we just kept on going on to Slabs, and
got there like 9:30.
Yeah, it was like 9:30,
and then we were hanging out with people until fucking 1 or 2 in the morning.
It was like 2 when we were done.
It was so hot there. We were so tired when we got there, coming out of the truck, AC and everything. And then it was so fucking hot, 95. We could not sleep. We were just like instantly awake again and just fucking hung out all night.
And just drank water until 2.
Yeah, it was shit.
Good to see
it was
both.
fun hanging out, but
good to see both in good spirits. Safe travels, Arizona. It's beautiful winter places. Camp free hiking everywhere. Yeah, Arizona's dope in the winter, actually. What's up, Missy? Get wafted with hot air. Yeah, exactly. We were in the AC all day. We get to Slabs. It's 9:30 at night. It's dark. I'm thinking, oh, it'll be cooled off, right? No, I opened the door. It was hotter than anything I've actually been in all summer long. And it's August. And that's actually the earliest I've ever been to Slabs for the season. And it fucking sucked.
Yeah.
We were hanging out for like 10 fucking minutes before we heard an explosion.
Yeah.
Like right by the camp we were at. It was like boom, and me, like I don't really care for sudden loud noises. Like it makes me jump every fucking time. And so yeah, of course I jumped. And I looked at Caveman, I'm like, how do you know you're back in the Slabs? There's already random fucking explosions going on.
There was an explosion and then 2 more gunshots throughout the night.
Yeah. I slept with my pistol right next to me all night. Might be a hit left in that. We're running low on weed, so that sucks. But we'll be fine. We'll survive. We're weed survivors.
Luckily, a family member gave me a couple nugs today.
Yeah.
So
that was nice of them until we hit it, and it was like, wow, this tastes.
They don't smoke weed very quickly, so I think it was
just
aged.
Old. Like age does not age like wine, though, does it?
Very nice to have, but did not taste very good. We're gonna get you some better weed, and replace that weed that we smoked. So.
Yeah, we should get him some better stuff.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine what he's gonna do when he hits real weed. Just have a seizure or something. Oh my god, is this what happens to you?
He usually, like, when I was last here, he would only, like, eat the weed. He would smoke it. But now he's got a pipe and stuff, so I guess he's smoking.
Eating it is the healthiest way to put it in your body.
Yeah.
Grandpa's nugs. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Grandpa's nugs from 1904. And they passed down from great-grandpa. He's like, oh, hell yeah, I got some weed for you. It's already dust. It would be cool if weed did age like wine. Like, it just kept getting better and better and better every year.
Yep. But it's definitely better to have weed than no weed.
Yeah, that's true.
No matter if it tastes weird, it gets the job done.
Somebody after my heart attack gave me advice on here to, like, quit smoking weed, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. And they're like, okay, just slow it down, like, in moderation. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that either. like, oh, there's other things. There's probably worse habits I have that I need to quit before I focus on quitting smoking weed. But like I said, eating it is the healthiest way to put in your body. I couldn't imagine smoking anything's very good for you, like, even cannabis. There is tar in it.
And shit in
like, look at your pipe. Like, the resin you scrape out of that's got to be going in your lungs.
Yeah.
You know they do triple bypass for your heart, and they, like, clean out the arteries and stuff? That'd be pretty dope if they could do, like, a bypass for your lungs and scrape out all the resin.
And there's so
would
many
you
little
would you hit it? Shit, I know exactly what you're talking about. Where the little hairs stick out.
Yeah.
In the lung.
Yeah. So that's a lot of shit to clean out. A lot of like tiny spaces. But
would you hit it? Cilia. Is that what you're talking about? In the lungs, the cilia, the little hairs?
Well, not the hairs, but the pockets.
The bronchial sacs? Or?
Yeah.
Who's lung goo. See, that's the technical term.
Yeah.
Would you hit it? Would you smoke? Would you smoke your scraped lung resin?
No, I would not.
I would definitely.
I don't think it would smoke.
I would try it. You just gotta dry it out.
Like vaporize it.
You can smoke anything. Vaporize it. You can smoke anything. You just gotta get it hot enough.
That's gross.
Oh man, this is what we look like after fucking 2 days of sleep deprivation.
Yeah.
Sick. You mean, is that like, okay, so I don't, it's hard to get context through text. So you talking like, ew, sick, or is that like, oh, that's so sick? Because when you go to the dispensary,
probably the negative one.
Probably. When you go to the dispensary and it has like those cards that are like, yo, marijuana makes kids sick. I really want to fucking show that card and then show like some kid smoking weed and then he just starts breakdancing. Like, yo, it makes him so sick.
Like that sign I saw on the way here. It was like, it's never too early to talk to your kids about marijuana. It's like, I mean,
that's a good idea. Hey,
they're like 6, but I guess I could let them try some.
It's not gonna hurt them. Might make them jive. Might make them sick. Yo, marijuana makes kids sick. Still hotties. It's just hot out. That's all. We're in Los Angeles. Okay, this guy's. He owns it. He owns it. Oh yeah, I got a haircut too. Like that happened. Because I always end up going back to the high and tight. Because I don't know what the fuck else to do with my hair. I really don't. I can't do the like Bart Simpson going to church cut like you've got going on.
I know, I took a shower, now it's all fucking
yeah, you look like Bart Simpson's going to church.
Normally it stands like itself up. I got little fucking top loops, and now it's just like...
Normally it's dirty and standing straight up.
Yeah. It's emo hair now. Just gotta sweat a little.
You look like Jesse from Full House.
I don't know who that is.
That's because you don't watch enough Full House.
That's good.
You remember the Olsen twins?
Yes.
So their like baby sister now is an Avenger. Scarlet Witch, like the yeah, she's totally an Avenger. What's up, Adele?
Adele.
See, he's auditioned for a calendar.
Oh man. There's a picture of me on a calendar that never got made. Because
the slab calendar?
Yep. It's just Buddy sitting in front of my dick, and I'm posing completely naked. It's out there somewhere. I bet you guys can find it.
So Caveman used to wear a loincloth all the time, everywhere he went. And we went into Babylon one time years and years ago, and this fucking cop like started harassing us because of Caveman's loincloth.
What up, Kelly?
Love the mullet zig. Bring it back. Nobody wants that. I look like...
I told him to get a fucking mullet.
I look like Joe Dirt if Joe Dirt was inbred. Hey, what's up, Kelly?
Thanks, Dave. Oh, so now what? Zig's being a weirdo. I remember his skirt days. Yeah, Kelly.
Oh yeah, you guys probably
skirt and loincloth. I don't know if Korn took those videos down, but you probably still see me.
I didn't even think about that. If anyone's watched like slab videos long enough, they've probably seen you in a loincloth.
Yeah. I've seen my ass jumping in the canal.
It's nice to see you doing. Thanks so much. Yeah, it's nice to be doing well. Yeah, that was a pretty good freak out. I am nobody. Huh? What? You're not a nobody. What's up, Indrid? Good to see you, my man. I'm good. Zag wants to say hi.
No, we're just on a mission. We'll be back in New Mexico soon.
Yeah, we'll be right. We're gonna be going back to New Mexico in about a week or so. I gotta pack up Nomad's Nest, and we're just doing a little mission because a friend of ours needed us to drop off some of their stuff to Slabs. So they gave us, they helped us with a little bit of gas money, and then I went and like test drove a van, and I'm gonna be buying a van, and I'm gonna be traveling in a van instead of the pickup, and I'm gonna be selling the pickup. So if anyone's interested in my 2013 Chevy Silverado 5.3 liter V8, It's been debadged. It's got a backup camera. It's got auto start, a remote start, whatever. We're in Los Angeles and it's for sale. And I'll deliver it. Like, it'll cost you, but I'll deliver it. I'll drive it wherever the hell you need me to go. A van guy. You know, Paleo, I've actually, it's more, yeah, definitely going back to my roots with the van. Like, when I started traveling almost a decade ago, 9 years ago. And when I started traveling, I started out in a minivan. I traded in my car straight across for this minivan that I converted as I went. And after I did that for like 3 years, probably like 3 years in the van, I named it Dirty May. It was short for Mayflower. And then I sold the van and I got a 30-foot gas RV. Traveled in that for like a year. And then I upgraded to a 40-foot diesel pusher. And I traveled in Harvey the RV for like 2 years, 3 years, something like that. And then I was in a Honda Civic for like 8 months or so. And that sucked, like traveling in just a Honda Civic. And then I got my truck and my trailer that I got now. So I have traveled a lot of different ways. And now I'm going back to the van, except this is not a minivan. It's actually a Class B RV. I can stand up in it. It's got a range. It's got a sink. I think it's got a fridge, but even if it doesn't, I got a 12-volt fridge. So I'm gonna convert the shit out of this thing. I'm gonna put some solar on it, and yeah, it'll be my badass little house. Vans are handy. You know, I never thought I'd buy anything else but a van after I owned one, but RVs are pretty dope too. I don't know. There's benefits. There's cons and pros and cons for both. There's pros and cons for a van. There's pros and cons for an RV. It just kind of depends on what you can afford and how you like to travel and what you can live with and what you can't live with, what you can't live without. But I don't need much. I need more than Caveman. Caveman just uses a backpack when he travels, whereas I like to have a vehicle, man. I'm a rubber tramper. He's a leather tramper. So
I mean, I don't mind traveling in a vehicle, but gas is so fucking expensive, and like, yeah, my feet work, so.
A vehicle is a money pit. It's like an expense that you have to constantly keep pumping money at, throwing money at to keep going.
And then if you go to resell it or something, it's probably because it's not working too good, and you're gonna lose a lot of money there.
Yeah, that's why I want to get rid of my truck before something happens to it, because thankfully it's never left me on the side of the road. It's always been solid for me, except for when I got stuck in the mud. But other than that,
not the truck's fault.
Yeah, that was just the mud's fault and the driver's.
Yeah, we shouldn't have gone that way.
Damn, too much sexy on my screen. I gotta go. Hey, Peeps is here. Peeps is here to see you, Caveman.
Oh. Hey, Peeps.
Missy, you're someone to us. Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna fucking sleep for like 2 years until tomorrow at 9. A couple of gummies, you can sleep anywhere. How am I feeling physically? Physically, I feel fine. I've been taking it really, really easy. Obviously, I'm on a bunch of medications. One of those medications keeps my heart rate pretty low. So you probably couldn't work me up if you wanted to. But physically, I feel fine. I think that emotionally, I'm a little bit, like, it freaked me out. Like, let's be honest. It freaked me out. So it's a weird thing to, like, you know, you don't really notice your heartbeat. Like, your heart's constantly beating. It beats 60 to 100 times a minute. And you probably only notice your heartbeat, you know, a few times in a year, right? Like, how often are you like, oh, my heart's beating? But then after something like this happens, your heartbeat freaks you out. Like, it's beating. Oh my God, is it beating normal? I don't know. Like, am I dying again?
Yeah.
Let's just smoke weed and wait. And see what happens. Alaska said, shoot of him on Facebook. Oh, get a hold of him. He was concerned for you. Yeah, Alaska was just in the chat at the beginning of the live stream. He was on his way to get some pizza from Calipatria. I woke up in Slabs this morning, and I should have stopped by and said hi to him, but had to boogie on to Los Angeles. I actually didn't say hi to anybody except for, my people at Ponderosa. So, left early this morning at like 9 o'clock. Hey, what are you barking at, dude? Every time a siren goes by, Buddy starts howling too. But we are in Babylon. We're in Los Angeles, so it's pretty loud. We're running low. There's our weed supply right there. But we're in a legal state, so hopefully we'll be able to go pick some up soon. So if anyone wants to sponsor a joint, be sure to hit up my links, or send a super chat or whatever. And if you can't donate, that's fine. Hit like on this video. That helps too. All of it helps. Glad to see you're okay. I'll keep those prayers and healings for you. I'm off to Florida next month. Going to buy some property, 23 acres for $55. That's beautiful.
Thanks, McVee.
Hey, what's up, McVee? Joys, my heart's alright. They fixed me up pretty good. It's really just, honestly, primarily like my mental health took a fucking hit. I don't know, like.
You also had to slow down a lot.
Yeah, I had to slow down. I had to calm down. I was under a bunch of stress as it was, and then like I don't know. You get into if you get into a firefight or something, you feel totally invincible. But when you have a heart attack, you don't. You feel mortal, and that's a weird feeling. So I'm not a big fan of feeling mortal, but even though I know I am, like it's still, I don't know. I've had 2 really close calls to death in the last 6 years, so yeah. But I had to slow down a lot, actually. Like, had to work on not getting my heart rate up. I was scared to pick things up that were too heavy when I first got out of the hospital. Okay, Zach. Okay.
Hallelujah. Oh, thank you. They just sent money for weed.
Oh, nice.
You're the best.
Oh, that's ta-la-la-la-la.
Oh, it's Talala.
Ta-la-la-la-la. Thank you, ta-la-la-la-la-la-la. So Tala, right there, that just sent some money for weed, is actually puppy watching Miles for me right now. So, by the way, Tala, I'm totally getting that van tomorrow. I will send you some pictures and shit.
It's pretty dope. It's extremely tall.
It is very tall. I can stand up in it. But you can shoot back in the direction of fire, not so much at your own heart. Good to hear you're doing better.
Oh, you can shoot back if someone's shooting at you. You can't.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that took me a minute. Yeah, I can shoot at fire. It's not how you fight them, but fuck it, why not? I'll do it. Pass the first test for a kidney, next one on Wednesday. Woohoo. Fuck yeah, Kelly. So for those of you who don't know, Kelly's been looking for a kidney transplant for quite a while now, and she has somebody who's willing to donate. And so this person has to go through a bunch of rigorous tests to make sure that everything's compatible and that she's healthy and that the kidney's viable. So apparently the first test was completed, so that's very exciting. Let's all cross our fingers for Kelly, because I'm sure that she is sick of doing dialysis. Like, I know I would be. Green is my favorite color. So I like green. I like green. It is my favorite color, but I'm not sure I see the same green as you, because I can see blue and I can see green. I just confuse them. I'm blue-green colorblind, so it fucks me up all the time. So I'm not sure, but I like the green that I see. Friendship is so valuable. Glad to see you both taking care of each other. Hanging, got your back. Two cool guys. Yeah, I mean,
Thank you.
It seems like friendships are pretty rare.
Yeah.
But the way that we live, like, life's already hard enough. So it's really what community is about, is to just make things easier. It's really what your community should be doing for you, is to make things easier.
Yeah, it would have taken me a week minimum probably to get here. We did it in a day.
2 days.
Like, so
we slept for 2 hours.
It's a fucking give and take. And,
yeah, got to get Caveman to see his brother, and got to
see him soon. He hasn't even got home
I know. We were just hanging out at his house. I haven't even met this guy yet, and I'm totally like in Babylon. I'm not fucking housebroken. He's just bringing home strays from the streets, and like.
Don't worry, he's using coasters.
Yeah, like he was like, we use coasters here, and puts my water on a coaster, and I'm like, you just let me know if there's anything else I'm doing. Like, you know, when you're not housebroken, and you're like, you just let me know, because I want to be a good house guest. But I haven't been in a house in a while. Blue is equivalent earth tones.
So that one's green and that one's blue.
Oh, the hearts are different colors?
Yep.
Cool. You say so. Care package address for David. That's our neighbor, and David actually said one time, like, I had to run him to the post office because he hadn't checked his mail in like a month. And he was like, well, it's just bills anyways. Nobody ever writes me letters. And this is my neighbor that we got the wheelbarrow for. I can't even say that fucking word, dude. I'm not even going to try anymore. Anyways, so if anyone wants to send David a care package or just write him a letter, like, I think he would absolutely love that. I think he would really dig. You'd make his day.
Yeah.
Just let him know, like, hey, I saw you on Zig's YouTube channel, and thought I'd write you a letter, and
tell him you're an internet person.
Tell him you're.
He doesn't. The only thing he'll understand.
He doesn't know the interwebs. He doesn't even have a phone. He doesn't have a phone. Like, if we need to go make sure he's alive, we have to go, like, to his house, and, you know, like, he's fucking deaf, so you're, like, knocking on his door and shit, and he's not hearing you, so you're still not sure if he's dead or alive. It's like Schrodinger's neighbor.
Yep. Yeah, I'll usually wait till the sun's, like, early in the morning coming up low, and I'll just wave my arms in front of his window to change the light, and that's what gets his attention.
That's funny. Does David need anything? Newspapers. David is the only man on earth left reading newspapers, and he reads them front to back. So if you send him newspapers from, like, your town, I bet you he'd appreciate that. Does he need anything? Honestly, he needs a new vehicle, but besides that, I can't think of.
I want to build him a shower.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have a shower. He just likes
bird baths, yeah.
You know.
You know, maybe some clothes, but I don't know what size he wears.
Yeah, he could definitely use some clothes.
Yeah, he does wear
also, I don't know if he would care.
Yeah, he's kind of one of those people.
Wears for comfort, you know.
Send some sweatpants.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to get him an outdoor shower. Man, you know, maybe we can just build him a shower too. Like, he's got the water tank storage for it. He's got like an 1,800 gallon tank.
Yeah.
And with all the monsoons we got, that shit was overflowing. But like the battery powered kind for a bucket. Yeah, those are pretty cool, Dave. I've got one of those. I had one I got off Amazon, and it was like a rechargeable one you dropped in the bucket. Mine was much cheaper than that. I paid like $16, and it was a piece of shit. So if you have a link for a better one, dude, like the one I got fell up. Like, I got 2 showers out of it before it just bellied up on me, and it kind of looked like some play school thing too. It was like plastic in like shiny fucking paint plastic. I don't know. It looked like some play school toy. He likes coffee, David. If you send him coffee, like, he'd probably like that too.
Yeah.
He talks to every time I give him some new kind of coffee, he's like, well, that was the best coffee ever. Like, I've given him some pretty shitty dollar store coffee, and he thought it was great. So,
yeah, he's not picky.
No, like the Bustelo, that espresso bean Bustelo coffee stuff, like, that's been his new favorite lately. Once I got him on that stuff. We're actually in the wonderful world of 5G right now. So hopefully we're coming in clear. Like
it even seems more responsive
does.
in our shit because usually it's delayed like a second or two, but I can see myself live, which is kind of cool.
I can't wait to get out of California. I'm in San Bernardino.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and not so nice area. Way too much violence here.
On a Civic to conduct, that sucks.
Dude, San Bernardino is terrible. Like, straight up. We got harassed by this cop at Joshua Tree, which they were San Bernardino County cops. And that was probably the worst cop I've ever had to deal with in my life. Like, San Bernardino sucks. Their cops are also crappy.
Yep.
How far are we from the airport?
Not too far.
Because they're flying over.
I mean, there's one in Burbank and there's the LA airport, so... Yeah.
Yeah, the lax.
Yep.
You are very clear. Thanks. What's up, smoking?
High def.
We probably not high. I'm using my front camera. If I had my other phone with me, we could flip it around and use the other camera.
It looks clear on what we can see.
But then I wouldn't be able to read the comments.
Let's go your other phone.
Yeah.
But you might want to grab out of the truck so it doesn't like overheat.
That's a good point.
But maybe not now. But
You're all up in the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear that? Was that loud for you guys?
By airport.
There's 2 airports near us. Like, I guess what we're right in the middle of.
Side,
Yeah.
yeah.
San Bernardino is the largest county in California. I'm in it. Oh, you got a couple of you in here from San Bernardino. We just drove through San Bernardino today. So we probably could have waved at you guys if we had known.
Yeah. If you went out in the overpass.
What in the fuck is that?
It's just a giant moth.
Dude, that thing is enormous. I thought that was a hummingbird. It's a moth.
It's big enough that the dogs want to kill it.
Jesus Christ. I bet, yeah, a tiger would want to kill that.
38 people. That's cool.
Fuck yeah. My grandparents used to live in Yucca Valley. I loved it there.
We just went through there, too.
Yeah, we just went through there today, too. I actually, I gotta, yeah, ta-la-la-la-la. You guys come through tomorrow, buy you lunch. Probably won't be tomorrow, because we are on a mission tomorrow.
Yeah.
We got haul ass tomorrow to Phoenix, buy the van, and then haul ass back to Los Angeles. And then I'll be putting first I'm getting my truck detailed so it looks clean, and then I'm gonna put it on the market to get it sold. And then I'll be headed back to Nomad's Nest. So maybe on the way back to Nomad's Nest we could stop and have lunch or something. I'd be absolutely down for that.
Check out the brand new van.
Yeah, check out. You gotta help me name it. You gotta see it first.
It's like silver and
it's like
maybe brown.
Is it?
I don't remember.
No, I was thinking it was like a
color. Is it black?
I don't know. I thought silver and blue, but I don't trust my colors. I really don't. I was out in the slabs in March to April of this year. Yeah, I was there at that same time. San Berdu. Is that what they call it? Is that the local? Cause has all my info. I can hit Cause up.
I don't have Cause's info.
I can hit Cause up on Facebook. That's how I get a hold of them. But yeah, maybe we can hit you up and have lunch on our way back after I sell my pickup. Unless you come to Los Angeles for any reason. I was at the Ponderosa. Well, then we know each other. Gary? Who the fuck is Gary? No, that was... Okay, remind me... Oh, wait. Didn't I give you a ride, Gary? Didn't I give you a ride to the store and you bought me a sandwich? Was that you?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you.
Silverback. That's a good one. Kelly.
Oh, the gorilla. So the van already has... No, that wasn't him. Okay.
What is yes?
Gary. I don't know. What was yes?
Were you hanging out with us the morning?
That he's met. The yes was that we met. We met him. The no was I gave him a ride to Calaban.
So it was at Ponderosa.
Yeah, it was at Ponderosa. Then we met, so he said yes to that. Oh, I'm gonna have to narrow this down. You're gonna have to tell me a story or something to remind me who you are. Do you have a slab name? This is like
Was
also
I there when you?
also like I've gotten like 4 hours of sleep in the last 2 days.
Max. Oh, okay.
Across from Mac.
Last time we were there. Sorry, man.
I know Leonard was right next to Mac. Fuck.
We smoke a whole lot of weed.
Yes, do smoke a lot of weed.
We were probably smoking a lot of weed at that time.
With you?
Yeah. So.
We call it the Silverback van. Good call. I don't know. It's tall. It's an RV on a van.
The beast.
That's so
It's
cliche.
such a
like,
yeah.
Can you be creative for your
it's
next
like a
trick?
fucking buffalo.
It's like a bison.
Bison.
The beefalo.
The yak.
No, it's a beefalo.
Just put some horns on that bitch.
I should put some horns, some like fucking Texas Longhorn. I'll even put plastic ones on it. I don't give a shit.
Lame.
Hey Jeepsy, what's up? How you doing?
They're just mods, dog.
Jeepsy, I'm gonna hit you up at some point. We're gonna end up hanging out before the end of the world, cause that's my plan. I brought a bunch of weed with me. I pretty much kept to myself when I was there. You know, if I saw your face, I probably would remember you. I'm not honestly very good with names, like I'm really not, but I'm sure I would remember your face. But yeah, it's good to see you again.
Ask me on your way from LA to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
And we're going to be coming back the same day. So total of 12 hours on the road. It's like 6 hours there, 6 hours back. Probably closer to 14. And we just did this 16 hours yesterday. We're going to get a really good night's sleep tonight. And then get in the fucking truck and boogie on to Phoenix tomorrow. We're not going to probably have time to stop for lunch, unfortunately. But on the way back to Nomad's Nest, for sure, I would love to have lunch. Is Silverback, oh, for fuck's sake, is Silverback diesel? No, but there was one I was looking at that was diesel, and I almost pulled the trigger on it. You know, it was just
We want the beluga.
the beluga.
It's a big old whale.
The dude that
van.
sold it to me, he had the arms like the size of my fucking thighs.
Yeah.
They were just enormous.
Just like, sup, bro?
He's like, hi, oink. But his legs are like this big. He's like, fuck leg day. Like leg day is when he kicks his feet up and like relaxes and watches TV. I want to open an Airbnb campsite in Davenport.
Skipping New Mexico.
We'll meet up somewhere out there, skipping New Mexico now after your suggestion. Yeah, it's a little late in the season to be hit, like October would be cold. Like he was there last year.
Yeah.
When did you leave? Beginning of October?
Yeah.
Yeah, he froze to death.
Yeah.
He died. It was cold, he died. He thawed back out the next season. I didn't see him all winter long.
I don't remember.
I think you said October, like into September.
Could have been. I don't really keep track of time.
You finally configure this thing out. I don't usually do the chat thing. But I was intrigued. Hello from little England.
Hey, Crimson.
Hey, what's up?
Good to have you with us.
Good, yeah, it is. You can have a chinwag with us. See, I know how to speak British slangs. I'm not taking the piss. I do know how to speak some British.
Yep.
Y'all are so cute for real. I'm loving following y'all. Can't wait to live more vicariously through you.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited to switch back to a van. I really am, because I had a truck and trailer right now. Before that, a 40-foot diesel pusher motorhome. Before that, a 30-foot gas motorhome. Like, the van was the last thing I could really go exploring in. Like, I could go...
Yeah, and it's decent clearance, nice tires. So, I mean, the story on this van is this girl bought the van to travel in. Or no, she got in a car accident first, and then she got, like, scared and, like, life's short. She realized.
PTSD.
So she wanted to travel. She bought this van like fucking gutted it completely, redid it, replaced the engine and the fucking transmission and all the tires. Fucking, it's like perfect. Then she got in another car accident in a different car, and she doesn't want to drive
one anymore.
So now
so she bought the van, and then like dumped a bunch of money into it, like twice the amount, like double the amount of she paid for it, and then she's only selling it for what she bought it for. So I'm getting a killer fucking deal on this van.
Thanks, Katie.
I don't know how to respond to being flirted with, because that doesn't happen in real life, just on here.
I just appreciate it.
he does better than me. Yeah, I'm over my travel trailer. That's why I'm storing it and traveling in my Jeep and tent for the winter season. See, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna just take my truck and get a tent and just do the fucking. I've done it before, but I missed the van. But you can't get a van because your name is Wandering Jeepsy. That wouldn't even make sense to be driving a van around.
Heyo.
Yeah, she's vicious. They don't even look
Yeah, we were doing a live stream. It was just about over.
Yeah.
5 minutes left. But,
yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go.